Hi everyone, it's Leona with Leona's Designs, and I am here with week 21 of the Slow Stitch with Kathryn. And it's June 3rd. I'm a couple weeks behind. Kathryn just posted her week 23 video today. So I need to get caught up because I really want to do that week 23. It looks really fun. I shouldn't have watched the video, but it was her birthday today, or it is her birthday today, and so I want to wish her a happy birthday. She is really a blessing to my life. I was just looking through my journal last night and admiring all the things she has taught me since the beginning of the year, things I would have never known about or tried on my own. So I'm really thankful for that, Kathryn. I really enjoy your videos every week, and I really enjoy making these projects. So I hope you have a very, very happy and blessed birthday today. So this week 21 is inspired by Boro, and it's called Mending as Healing by Kathryn. And so I'm going to see what I can put together with these little scraps of blue that I found in my scrap box. Just little pieces, different pieces of blue, because Kathryn was using indigo and I wanted to use blue also because I guess Boro is traditionally done with indigo fabric and white sashiko thread. And I am blessed to have this white sashiko thread, which my friend gave me. Norma Jean, thank you if you're watching this video. She gave me this a few weeks ago, and I wasn't sure how I was going to use it, but thankfully I will be able to use it today. In this week 21 inspired by Boro. I'm going to stitch with this white thread and white 100% cotton and these little scraps of blue. So let's get started. Kathryn had, excuse me, no foundation, no background fabric. She was just putting pieces together in a size that would fit in her journal. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to unwind this thread and hopefully not get it too long. I'm trying to measure them out so I don't cut them too long. And then I guess I just use it this way. I think it looks like it's 2 strands, maybe 3 strands. But I'm just going to use it like this. And I have a needle here. Hopefully I can get threaded easily. I was going to say when I was talking about Kathryn's birthday that my birthday is this month also. So we're both June babies, Kathryn. My birthday is June 13th, so 10 days after Kathryn's. And probably I have a few years on her. But I am a June baby, and I was born in 1944. My dad used to call me his war baby. So I think try ironing down some of these little patches first. I think I'll start with this one and just take a little piece. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this one, I think. Not sure if there's just any special way to do this, but I think what you need to do is just overlap them. So I'm going to overlap this. And Kathryn didn't pin hers, but I'm going to. And then you just stitch straight stitches. Sashiko is called little stabs. And I'm going to get this even here. And Boro means rags in Japanese. So, inspired by Boro, I would say means we're inspired by taking rags and making little stabs in them to create something beautiful. But actual real Boro is just repairing things that have worn out. It's not necessarily trying to create something beautiful, although it often does, but it's just stitching to repair something instead of throwing it away. And Kathryn told us a story about an old man who wore a jacket for many, many years because his wife just kept repairing it and adding patches to it over and over and over. And in our culture nowadays, we don't see that quite often. As she said, people that wear patched clothing and tattered clothing that's been repaired are often looked down upon as paupers because they were seen as people in poverty. And it wasn't looked upon as a admirable thing. But nowadays, I think it's kind of a fashion statement to have patched clothing. And there's a lot of thrift stores. In fact, for years and years, I have just gone to thrift stores and gotten my clothes. Some things I buy brand new, but most of my clothes I get at the thrift store. I just can't see spending so much money on clothing. Well, these are my Sashiko stitches, and they're not even, but this is my first little block or patch, whatever you want to call it. And now we'll see what else I can add. Just gonna kind of iron as I go. I like the patterns on some of this. No, I think I need a little bigger piece to finish this off. And then I don't know if I'm supposed to be choosing it all these different ways or just picking one and stitching. Just wanted something to fill it in there. I think I'll do it that way. As Kathryn would say, you do you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to pin this right here and then stitch down. Hopefully I got enough to overlap there. So I started working on my jean jacket this last month. Had a jean jacket for now about a year that I wanted to add patches to. But I just didn't know what kind of patches I wanted to add. I didn't want to mess it up. So I kept putting it off and putting it off. And then last month I decided I'm just going to do it. So I made a couple patches and I ended up making 4 patches. I sewed 2 on one side on the front and 2 on another side on the front. And the one side is heart patches and the other side is flower patches. And I think they turned out very cute. So I'm pleased with that. And then I've been pondering just what I wanted to do on the back. And I had no idea until today. I saw this Facebook post on another group where the lady had made this big, giant, beautiful patchwork flower. Out of just scraps. She just cut little pieces of scraps for the petals. And I'm going to tie this off and start up high. And she filled up the whole center part of the back of the jean jacket with this big giant flower. And I thought it was so beautiful. I said, I'm going to try that. That's what I want to do on the back of my jean jacket. So that will be a big project because she said it took a long time. But it surely turned, excuse me, surely turned out beautiful. Okay, so here we go on this. Just gonna continue with these little stab stitches. And I love sewing with this Sashko thread. I don't know where my friend got it, but she just gave it to me one day. It was, whoops, caught on the pin, on thread in my needle. She gave it to me with some other things. Just for no reason. So that was nice of her. Oops. Pulled it too tight. So I think in the tradition of Boro, we're supposed to be thinking about mending something. As if we had something that had a hole in it or needed repair. And Kathryn said a lot of times mending is healing as you're stitching. It heals you. If you have any traumatic thing or worry or trauma in your life. I'm not sure about that, but I know my writing was healing to me at a time in my life when I went through a traumatic time with one of my grandsons. I was a writer more than an artist at that time, and I was really into writing poetry every day. And during that time, I remember that the only thing that helped me get through that time and kind of heal my emotions was writing poetry. And I have a couple of poems that I wrote during that time that really spoke about my thoughts and feelings and helped me get everything out. So I'm sure that stitching could do the same. Okay, so what am I going to do here? I got to figure out how this piece is going to work out to fit in my journal. I could put that on there. Just gonna make sure I overlap it enough. Whoa, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to waste all that thread. Wasn't realizing my thread was so far away. Okay. Start over. I think I better add a piece closer to where my thread is. this down here. So we are going to add a piece here. I think I'll overlap it like that. And it will hide this little piece that's sticking out here. Okay. Now we will start here. I don't want to waste this precious Sashiko thread because I'm not sure where she got it from, but I think it might have been a little expensive. Probably on Amazon. I'm hoping I can get this done today so I can get it posted and start on week 22. And then do week 23 because before the end of this month, I think we're going to be digging up our bundles and seeing what happened with our bundles that we buried way back in whenever. I haven't checked on my bundle. I've wanted to, but I thought, no, I'm just going to leave it there. See what happens. Hopefully it's still there. I haven't seen any evidence that any animal's been around digging up anything, so it should still be there. Okay, so we got that far. I don't know if I should keep it this way or like this. Oh, looks like a little house. Huh, that's cute. Maybe I'll leave it like a little house. It's a little roof. Yes, I'm gonna. I think that would fit in my journal that way. Oops. Let's see. Yes. This will be just wide enough to fit in my journal. And let's see. I can make it a little longer. So let's see. What piece do I want to put? Could put this. This. Could put this like this. Overlap both of them. That would make a cute house. I'm happy with that. That was a surprise. So I'm just going to pin this like this. And pin this one here. And and start stitching that down. I guess I better tie it off here. I don't remember from Kathryn's video if she did extra stitching on it or not. Seems like you could. Just make some extra little white stitches, like for a window or a door. In my case, for my house. No, I wouldn't have to. I could add this for a door, this for a window. This would make a nice window. Cute. Okay, I'm gonna go start over here. And stitch this row down. I like this because it's simple stitches and it gives me practice. I'm so happy I made the journal and I can put my pieces in it every week because it helps me to go back and look at everything and really remember what I did and what I learned. And we're almost through the half of the year already. Can't believe it. But this is June, so we only have 6 more months to go, and then we're at the end of the year. Time does go fast. My daughter's kindergarten teacher always said, "Summers run and winters walk." And I always found that to be true. Summer's my favorite season, and it seems like it always comes and goes so quickly. And then here in Oregon, we have like 9 months of chilly, cold, rainy weather. And then our summer's usually 3 months. Sometimes a little longer, but not as long as I would like it to be. Okay, so that's done. Didn't stitch there. Guess I could. But that's just the overlapping piece. So now I can leave it like this, or I can add a window, maybe up here or here. I think I'll add a little window here or here. Could add 2 windows. Could add a big picture window right there. And another one right there. Oh, these actually look like little window panes. I think I'll just make that one smaller. That looks like little window panes. Could make 2 windows. Make 2 windows or one up here. I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to do this one right now. And then we'll see what happens. Where am I? Don't want to waste my thread. Oops. Came unthreaded again. I don't know why I keep coming unthreaded so much. I might have enough left to just stitch down that little window. If I get the knot tied. One here. And put the door here, maybe. What am I going to use for a door? This. No, I don't think the door looks good there. I think the door should be here. Door there and window there, and maybe a little porthole window up here. Well, let's do the window first. See how that works out. Trying to keep this one straight. I want it to be like a border. I think I'm just going to sew on the sides. Didn't even come up through the fabric. My goodness. Fabric's fraying. Probably should have just glued it down. Isn't exactly doing what I wanted it to do, but well. Might put a little window box underneath with some flowers in it. I think that's going to be the end of my thread. Save it for scraps. Okay, well, this is it so far. My little Boro inspired house. And I could put a chimney. I think I will. And do I want another window over here? And a door down here? Sure, why not? This door's a little wide. Okay, gotta thread my needle again with some of this Sashiko thread, which I love. I have to remember to tell my friend thank you so much again. Excuse me. Right. Go in the needle. Okay, we are ready to go. I'm going to sew on this little window and this door and a chimney, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, I got my little windows on and my door, little doorknob. And what I think I want to do now is I have this strip here and I want to sew kind of like a border on the roof. And then I'm going to also put a chimney on there, probably underneath. So I need to cut this chimney a little shorter. Put that there. And then this here. And then, excuse me, pin that down. There's my pin. And get stitching that down. Just trim this off. And start stitching right here. I like how it just happened to turn into a house. I guess I can call it my house of healing. No, right now I'm not needing anything, but you never know. It's always good to be home to heal. Now, anybody that's in the hospital would say the same. always want to get home and heal at home. You always heal faster at home. So hope I'm getting through all the layers. And my thread is not coming out of the needle. I'm almost to the peak. And I'll turn my little piece of ribbon material. Just a piece of fabric. And I'll pin it over here. Make sure I have enough layered. And hopefully I have enough thread to finish. Really like the look of the blue on the white thread on the blue. I was thinking about patches and stitching, and my grandson is a musician, and I remember a time a few years ago when he wanted to make patches on his jeans. So I found him a bunch of scraps of fabric that some of it had music on it, and music notes. Gave it to him, and he sewed different patches all over his jeans. It was just a fashion statement. He didn't really need to have patches on his jeans, but I guess at that time it was the in thing to do. Okay, got that done. I really like how it looks. Very cute. Let's see, I'm not gonna tie this off yet because there might be some little stitch that I want to take. Cut this off right here. And see how that looks over here. I think I'll just leave that like that. And the chimney looks good. So, sure what else I want to add. I could add some flowers down here, but I'm only using white thread, so I guess they could be just white flowers. to leave well enough alone and just say, this is my finished piece. And put it in my journal. Which I think I will do. Just going to snip this thread and say, this is my finished piece, inspired by Boro. What was her tag? Inspired by Boro, Mending as Healing. So this is my little healing house, or house of healing. Just made by little scraps of glue and white sashiko thread. I really enjoyed doing this project. I hope it inspired you to maybe create your own little house. Mine just happened to be created, but you could intentionally create one very easily. And I hope to see you again soon with week 22 of Slow Stitch with Kathryn My. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Well, I'm back, and I went to sew it in my journal, and I decided I wanted to add a little more embellishments. So I found this little piece of scrap that had like flowers on it, little blue and white flowers, and I made little flowers down here and flower boxes for the windows. And then I found this cute, looks like a little fan, and I turned that into a window on the top. So I'm gonna put that in my journal now, but I just wanted to show you the updated version. So thanks for watching, and I hope you were inspired to make your own little healing house. Have a great day.